Claude Code is the most powerful part of Claude, but hardly anyone uses it to its full potential. There are 5 things inside Claude Code that everyone should know, and the first 4 help you build, but the last one literally lets you build in your sleep. Now I'm going to show you all 5 and walk you through exactly how to use them, so that by the end of this video you are going to be able to use Claude Code better than 99% of people out there. So this is Claude Code in the desktop app. Now there is a terminal version and a plugin, but for beginners this is all you really need. Today we're going to make something together, a command center that pulls in your emails, calendar, and runs your to-do list. By the end of this, it's going to be running on its own every single morning without you even touching it. You see this routines button over here on the sidebar. We're going to come back to that later because it's really important. That's what automates this whole thing. But first, let me show you what we're working with. Down at the bottom, you can see development. This is where your code lives, your project folder. Before you do anything, you need to tell Claude where you want it to store the project and save files. Or you can have it work on an existing project. When you click it, you are able to pick a folder, and then Claude has access to everything inside it. Go ahead and create a new folder called Command Center, and then select that. Down at the bottom right of your screen, you'll see the model name. Click it and you'll see the model and effort settings. The model is just the brain that Claude uses. Then you've got effort. This is how Claude thinks before answering. Low effort is fast, but it's very shallow. Max effort is slower, but it goes deep and actually works the problem properly. Since we're building something from scratch, let's use Opus 4.7 and Max. Now you see on the bottom left here where it says accept edits. This is important. You have a few options here. Accept edits, Claude makes changes as it goes automatically without asking you. Ask permissions, Claude asks you what to approve each time. I never really use this. Bypass permissions and auto mode. This gives Claude more autonomy. Auto mode has background safety checks, but you're not approving anything manually. You want to make sure you're comfortable with the other modes and understand the risks before you start using these. Then there's plan mode. Plan mode is where Claude doesn't write any code. It writes your plan first and then waits for you to approve it. This is the superpower that most people don't even know exists. We are going to use plan mode. So let's give Claude Code its first prompt. Build me a command center dashboard that shows today's calendar, the current weather, my emails, and a to-do list of 3 business important items that I can fill in each day. And just like that, Claude gets to work. It isn't actually writing any code. You can see it's writing me the plan, how it's going to structure it, what files it needs to create. And when it's done, it's going to wait for me to approve it before it even starts building. Now, it might ask you some questions along the way, like which mode do we want to use? Just choose static for now. And then some questions based on your location and region. Just enter those with your details. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. You always want to start with plan mode exactly for this reason. Now, the plan looks great to me, so let's move over to section 2. Since I'm happy with the plan, we can switch this back to accept edits, and then I'm going to get Claude to start working on building the app. Now it's creating everything we asked it to create, the files, the code, building the whole thing for us. We can just sit back and let it do its thing. A couple of minutes later and it's complete. Let's see what it came back with. Now it's running on dummy data because we haven't connected it up yet. We're going to fix that, but first we need to make some changes, which takes us to section 3. Over on the right hand side there's a preview pane. Your app is running live right there next to the chat. Pretty cool, right? But I'll be honest, I'm not happy with it. There's a few things I want to change, and that's where the preview comes in handy. Now we can just chat with it to make changes. You could say something like add a greeting, change the color screen, or remove the emails widget. Hit enter and it'll make those changes for you right there in the preview. Now here's a pro move. When you're building apps, real magic happens when you upload your own brand guidelines, your fonts, your colors, your style. Suddenly Claude isn't just building a generic dashboard, it's building your dashboard. I've put together a full guide on how to get this set up correctly inside our school community, and it only takes 5 minutes, but you get much better looking apps. The link is in the description. Go grab it. It's a complete game changer. Alright, I need to make some changes, so I'm going to iterate back and forth until it's exactly how I like it. I'll be back in a moment. Now, our dashboard looks great, but it's still missing data. You can see this calendar issue right here. Let's fix that. Now you see customized top left here? Click on connectors. This is how Claude talks to other applications. You might have heard of the term MCP before. That stands for Model Context Protocol. All it really means is the connection between Claude and the apps you use. For me, I have Gmail Gmail, Google Drive, Excalibur, and a bunch more that are already connected. You can even search through the entire directory if you'd like. Now I'm going to reconnect my Google Calendar, make sure Gmail is turned on. Now it tells me exactly which command to run, /dashboard, to rerun the script and pull in the data. You could also just type something like pull in and update my meetings from my Google Calendar. Look at that. Once I run /dashboard, it's pulled in the actual data from my calendar. That's pretty cool. Now, our command center has real data. It remembers our to-do list and it's connected to our tools. But we aren't done yet. There's one more thing we need to do. And the last one is the reason I made this whole video, because it's something new and exciting. Before we get to number 5 though, I've got another video coming up on the best free Claude skills, which I think is the easiest way to make AI into your own super powerful personal assistant. Some really smart people have poured their expertise into creating these really powerful skills, and I'm genuinely super excited to share this with you. So smash that subscribe button and like the video so that you don't miss out on the next one. Alright, remember routines? Here we go. When you click routines, there are 2 options, local or remote. Now remote will run when your computer is closed or turned off, and that's the cool part. You can just let it run. Locally, your computer has to be on. Now let's take our command center and put it on autopilot. I'm going to ask Claude Chat to write me a prompt for routines. I'll tell it, write me a detailed prompt for a routine that pulls my calendar, grabs the weather, air quality, the top AI articles for the day, and sends me a briefing through Gmail every single morning. Claude writes me a detailed prompt that I can paste straight into my routine. That's much better than anything I could have typed out on my own. Now I go to routines, click remote, and paste in the prompt. Connect my Gmail and my Google Calendar if they're not already connected, and schedule it for 9 AM tomorrow morning. Click done, and that's it. Of course, I don't want to wait until tomorrow morning to show you exactly how this works. So I'm going to hit run now. It's going to pull my calendar, build the briefing, and send it straight to my inbox. Let's take a look. And here it is. My full briefing sitting right in my inbox. And tomorrow at 9 AM, we'll do the same thing. I don't have to open my laptop. It's just going to be there. Now, to get up and running, you're going to need to download Claude Code. And you can find that at claude.ai/download. You'll also need a plan, and they start at $20 a month. That's all you're going to need as a beginner. Now, when we talk about Claude Code, there's a lot more we didn't really cover today. Design, tech stack, agents, sub-agents, context, skills, and more. Those are the features that take you from a beginner to an intermediate. And if you want to learn more about how to build with AI, check out our community. I'll leave a link in the description. If you found this helpful, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.